one-sided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
Butler's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5.
C.J. McCollum making the mid-range shot look easy.
And here are the Heat now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ingram kicks to Jones. Passes it to Williamson. Floats one up. Rebound by the Heat. The great one's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jordan passes to the great one. Here's the great one. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
Jones with it. Picked up by Kobe. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's the great one. And again, Miami with the triple.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pelicans have a lot of weapons offensively, but there seem to be enough touches to go around. Coach Willie Green said there's a trust factor. All those guys, they go out and trust each other. It might be one guy's night in this game, and it might be someone else in the next game. They always just want to make the right play. Kevin?
Yep. Thanks, D.A. Good stuff. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. 4-3, Westbrook. And again, Miami with the triple.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's the great one. 25 points in the game. Good on the bucket. The great one's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Here's Williamson. And it's the great one with the rebound. The great one's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jordan, that's for 2. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jordan's got 16.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
McCollum, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's McCollum. 6 points for him. And there's the drive. they recover it. Here's Williamson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. And nothing is falling for him right now. For Miami, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And you know, for the Heat, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Outside, Jones. Williamson in the post. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Heat. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And 3 from Jordan. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Jordan against Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the deep.
McCollum kicks to Valanciunas. It's deflected. Here's the great one, guarded by Valanciunas. Here's the great one, and the Heat, another 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting. Can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And Williamson throws it down.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And Miami has possession. Looking at the veteran Jonas Valanciunas, Steve, he remains a nightly double-double threat.
He's someone that likes to flex his muscle on both ends, Kevin. A big man who uses his size to his advantage and is reliable at cashing in from inside.
Here's McCollum. And it's the great one with the rebound. The great one's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's Bryant outside. Oh, yeah. He did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Here's McCollum. It's deflected. Here's the great one. He's covered by Ingram.
And taking a look here at some numbers for the great one. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in scoring And then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. The first one falls. Wayne Wade's checked in for Michael Jordan. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matchups? You know, 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
You know, it wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay 7.
Westbrook with the steal. By himself. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Back to Alvarado. Knocks it loose. And again, Miami running the court in transition. And the Heat, another 3.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
To the middle. Now Wade, 14 points for him. Here's the great one, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Kicks it to Nance.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's the great one. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Alvarado. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Strong move at the rim. The defender was just a tad bit late in contesting.
Wade, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this is why they continue to feed Wade, because when he flips that switch, there's just no stopping him.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Now the pass to Daniels. Wade dishes to Westbrook.
2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Westbrook with the block. Wade outside from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
People don't talk enough about the handles of D. Wade. He makes it look easy.
Alvarado passes to Nance. Can they get it? The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Bryant. Nance has gone 2 for 7 from the field. The great one passes to Kobe. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Going inside and then jammed down as he goes right over Larry Nance Jr.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
On offense here are the Pelicans.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Marshall. And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
.40 seconds left to play in the third. Alvarado with it. Yep, that one goes. Alvarado's got 4 this quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
From outside the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out of hand on it. Here's the great one. 43 points in the game. There's the try.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? 1 second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Miami, able to put on a show for the ages. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm Assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Bosch on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Great one out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Derrick Rose. It's Michael Jordan, and it's Butler at the three.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And the Pelicans with the possession. Now Alvarado. He dishes it to Daniels. And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
And that one goes incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Alvarado. Rose with the block. They get it back, and that one's good. Daniels.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Three-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Alvarado passes to Zeller. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Misses in close.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's Daniels, defended by Jordan. Pass to Robinson Earl. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Wasted no time on that one. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Here is Daniels. He's defended by Jordan. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Ingram, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. Clock is at 3. Here's Zeller. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Here's Butler. And there's another one for the Heat.
Great idea from Jimmy. The mid-range is normally open in today's NBA.
Ingram kicks to Zeller. Poked loose. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Great Ones got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Rose. And again, Miami with the triple.
Good defense, good contest. But Rose, as he often does, rises to the challenge.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Giannis outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ingram passes to Robinson Earl. Here's Alvarado. Smitty, we know the league is very balanced right now, but which division would you categorize as the best?
You could argue the Pacific Division, but I like the talent and upside of the Atlantic Division. You've got Boston, Philadelphia, New York, Brooklyn, and Toronto. The heart from Rose didn't quit on the play, and his efforts are well rewarded.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line, Derrick Rose. 1.
Free throw drops for Rose. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Daniels, no good.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Antetokounmpo up top. Fires the 3. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And how about Giannis stepping up there? Even with the defender draped all over him, he was determined to get the basket.
Here's Ingram. Buries it down low.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Right side Rose. And Rose throws it down.
Very aggressive, Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
Now here's Ingram. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Steve, with the way these NBA players can reach out to each other with ease, how much off-court communication do you think is going on?
I think a lot is going on, Kevin. A lot of these players have been playing with each other or against each other from a long time since they were young in the AAU. Because of social media and also the internet, it makes the world that much smaller. These guys communicate way more than we did.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for New Orleans. On the wing, Jordan. Butler against Ingram. Hits the target from 18 feet. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Passes it to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. A 3-ball. Rebound by Butler.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage. Grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
From 20 feet out. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Jimmy Butler has really turned up his energy level, going out of his way to cook the defense.
Alvarado with it in the corner. Daniels. Players we know get mic'd up now, Steve, so we can get some insight to their talking on the floor or on the bench. How would that have gone over in your day?
Well, you know, Kevin, we got mic'd up. I did not like it. You felt funny having just extra stuff that you had to carry around. But I love to hear the communication that goes on in the game now, sitting on this side.
Nancy's checked in for the Pelicans. Najee Marshall comes in for Brandon Ingram.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Jordan.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Marshall deciding where to go with it. And here we go. It's Butler. Launches it. And the Heat, another three.
He's a terror in the open court. Butler can beat you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
Here's Alvarado. Valanciunas passes to Alvarado. Back to Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
And here's Jordan outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
In the first half, he got wild and loose from beyond the arc. Now he's hit 3 more since. Remarkable.
The pass to Valanciunas. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the Great One.
And, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Alvarado. Clock at 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And there's the length of Giannis. Bad idea to even attempt to get that shot over.
Here's Jordan. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jordan's got 17 points here in the second half. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Alvarado passes to Daniels. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Outside Rose. And the Heat, another three.
It's all about getting into a rhythm for Rose, and he certainly has it tonight.
Kicks to Valanciunas. The dish to Daniels. With the drive. And again, unable to change momentum here. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now, here's Marshall, defended by Butler. Marshall passes to Alvarado. He kicks it to Marshall. Shoots from the baseline. Miami grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jordan, he takes it in, and Jordan slams it home.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
1:30 left to play here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Great One.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Here's Marshall. Some solid defense from Butler.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Daniels with it, now guarded by Giannis. Doesn't go that time. Jordan looking it over. Good.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Drive home safely.
Kevin, thanks. Giannis, an impressive performance for you. What was the key?
No, I just want to thank my teammates because they're doing a great job finding me. And I'm just trying to, try to be as selfish, try to wait for my time to offensive end.
Well, it looked great tonight, man. I appreciate it. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.